What's up, party people? It's your girl Sabrina. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you are a veteran of my channel, welcome back. I am doing my hair, as you can see. I am putting very small braids in my hair. What I am using some Shine Jam, and this Shine Jam is almost gone. So I had some, I don't even know how to pronounce this, Goapple braid gel, and this smells so good, and it's actually stronger than this Shine Jam. It has a stronger hold. It says extra hold. This Shine Jam says extra hold, but this really holds much better when I'm doing my hair, when I'm braiding my hair. And I haven't braided my hair myself in years. My daughter, my oldest daughter, she braided my hair, and these are braids that she did. This is the back of my head. These are the braids that she did in my hair, and she braided my hair for my birthday. And these braids are super heavy. My birthday was December 7th, so I've had these in my hair almost 2 months. They are so heavy on my neck. I love them. I love the way these braids look, but I had to take these out. I have to take these out now. And then I'm just doing some very small, I don't know if you can call them micro braids, but yeah, it's going to take me a minute to do them. And it has been years since I braided my own hair, and that is because physically I just didn't feel up to it. I have a lot of body aches, a lot of chronic fatigue, back pain, and it just was just hard for me to do my hair. So I mustered up some energy to do my own hair. And y'all see how short my real hair is, right? You see how short this is, right? It took me so much patience to wait for my hair to grow because I love cutting my hair. If you watch me on this channel and you look at the content on this channel, you'll see that my hair has been done in so many different ways. For about 7 years, I rocked, my locks for about 7 years, and then took my locks out, picked my locks out, and then I rocked a big ass fro, and I had so much hair that I didn't know what to do with it. And then I just started cutting. Next thing you know, I started rocking my hair very short, and I loved it. Like, I literally would cut my hair very short and bleached it. And I have rocked my hair short and bleached for a while. It's been maybe a few years that I was just keeping my hair short. I had a nice little fade, and then I just cut it really short. Just kept bleaching it, and then I said, you know what, I want braids. And the thing about it is when I want braids, when I decide, okay, I want braids, I have to go through the process of waiting patiently for my hair to grow long enough so I can, someone can grip my hair, or I could grip it myself. Now, it got to the length that you see right here, and then my daughter, said she would braid my hair for my birthday because I wanted to have braids by the time, my birthday came around and I turned 51 years old. Braids, I'm telling you, protective style, it is the way to go. For me, it's either going to be one or two things. It's either going to be a protective style or a low maintenance style. And cutting it all off and bleaching it, that's a low maintenance style. Braiding it, that's a protective style. It's one or the other. Now, I have all the time in the world to get this hair done, even though I do not want to spend all my time doing this hair, because outside it is 12 degrees. 12 degrees. I ain't going out there. 12 degrees in DC. It's freezing, and I'm not going out there. If I was out there in that cold right now, knowing my condition, it would probably take me out. So this is the perfect time for me to get this hair done before the weather warms up again. I'm still looking for work from home, and my husband, he has been doing his best to support both me and him, and I appreciate him for that. And I don't talk about my husband too much on this channel because he's a very private person, and I like to keep it that way, so I don't share a lot of information about him. And honestly, I used to talk about my husband a lot on this channel. And as a matter of fact, we used to do videos together, and that content is still up of me and my husband having conversations on this channel. But I don't do it much anymore. And the reason why is because the internet has gotten really mean and really judgmental. So we don't share too much of anything. But I tell you what, in the world of podcasting, me and my husband, we have conversations every evening. Like every evening when he comes home, we have long conversations. And we have talked about, just had a discussion about, oh, well, you think we should do a podcast? And because we living in the age of podcasts now. But most of the podcasts that I've seen, a lot of them are, the more popular ones are about, love, relationships, and things like that. We didn't want to do a podcast like that. Even though we are married, we didn't want our podcast to be about our marriage or things like that. This is what we wanted our podcast to be. We wanted to have a podcast talking about the days of old, like a back in the day podcast, like just things that we remember how things used to be, because we're always having conversations about back in the day and the way, in the comparison of the way things used to be and the way things are now. I don't know if people would be interested in that. I don't know, maybe our generation, because we're Generation X. So I'm not sure if you guys or anyone would be interested in us doing a podcast like that, because we just thought, okay, well, maybe that people would not be interested in it, or people would be more interested in the, the relationship between me and my husband. And I was like, I don't want to talk about that. That's what I said. I was like, there's way too many people giving all kinds of marital advice, relationship advice, and there's way too much of that going on. I wanted our podcast to be fun. I wanted our podcast to just talk about the vast differences between what we grew up like, the things of old versus today. That is the kind of podcast that we wanted to do. So I don't know if you guys thought that that might be a good idea, or you would be interested. And I know my audience is like, so, I have different age groups in my social media audience, and I just wanted to see if you guys might be interested in something like that, because we have really good conversations. And to tell you the truth, I was talking to him, and I said, you know what, I don't know, because we are very controversial. Me and my husband, when we have these conversations, we are very controversial because we are not exactly alike. There are some things that I think that he thinks the opposites. Like, it's like when you say opposites attract, we are that couple where he thinks certain things and I think the total opposite, but yet we mesh. Yeah, I just wanted to come through and just, just run that by y'all and just see what y'all thought. I know this video, I have to edit this video a lot. I was just having that on my mind this morning, and I thought, you know what, I just wanted to run that past y'all and see what y'all thought. All right, so I hope you guys have a good day, and with that being said, I'm gonna holler at you guys in the next video. Peace.